the social, I will do boom. Look, my hips. Look, this is attention is here. Look, my hips. Look, this is attention is here. Attention is here.
Already saw that you have, wow, a lot of combinations. I think that very little amount of leaders did it for me. I think almost none. Yes, and this is very, very fun way to just play with basics.
I didn't fail any basic unless the group was the trainers. The rest, no basic.
It's very nice and easy way to make it fun. Enjoy, yeah? Look at your partner. You don't need combinations to show me that you're a good dancer. If you know how to enjoy the dance, then I will see that you are an amazing dancer, yes?
Es una oportunidad, dejaremos nuestro pasado atrás, confiaremos. Estamos a las chanzas, se ríen así sin piedad.
Small combo to do partner work that is a little bit, spicy. Like, sometimes we have the feeling on the mambo, on the Macau.
It just spices it up.
So now, instead of social frame, we're going to use the frame that you love here in Korea. The close frame. And back. Forward, back. Forward. When we step, our hip goes to the opposite side. Okay? So if we do on the spot, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 down. Now we just make forward spot, back spot, forward spot, back
My
spot.
position is a little bit down.
Back spot, forward spot,
Very good. Now guys, try to not do just this. It's not up, okay? I'm pushing my energy down. I'm pushing my heel down, down, down. And I'm getting this pulsation from pushing the heel down to the floor, okay?
Well,
Especially if you're in a frame with a follower and you are doing here. And here, for us, is crazy. Wow. Yes, too much. Usually, for me as a follower, I'm trying to understand where is leader's energy is going. He's leading me with hips. Okay. Woo, amazing. Good. He's leading me with upper body. Also okay. But if it happens at the same time with both things, for me, it's too much confusion.
자기가 엉덩이를 움직일 때는 엉덩이에만 집중을 해야 여자가 남자가 뭘 하는지 알 수 있다고. 저는 최대한 보죠. 어디만 엉덩이만 움직여. 그래야 알아들을 수가 있다.
oh wow, that's amazing. But try to bring this excitement, yeah, to your lower body. Yeah, we move the hips a lot. Yeah, but not upper body. Yes or yes? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, I need to breathe and cha 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 I need to lead this change of energy. So, basic, basic, basic. 5, 6, and boom, 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 boom. Yes? On the last time that we are doing the merengue, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're going to open the frame. The last moment, continue forward, yeah? We're going to stay on the spot and open the frame. If she doesn't feel anything else, is continue on this movement. So I just stop my movement, and at the same time, I breathe the movement to say, hey, something different is coming. So I'm not pushing the follower back. Why?
Very
Because
important. I am not the one separating. You are the one who needs to fix the position, okay?
Así, leído desde cuando vamos a
2, 3, open, close, and change. You make the detail, clap, clap, and go. Yeah? It's a small detail, like something different, okay?
And the moment when I press to the floor, I do up and down. Okay? So I go up and down. Yes? So I do cha, cha. Okay? Play with the hip. It's just like a penguin with a straight knee. No. Okay? Relax. Cha. Okay?
We can do as well. But instead of bringing up, in our case, it's going to be to the side. Cha, cha. Like manhao hips. Cha, cha, or cha, cha. Yeah? When we do the puyadito or puyadito. Yeah? Puyadito, 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 puyadito. Cha, 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 cha.
Las mujeres en el Senado una ley quieren dictar de cocina sin cebolla para que no le pique más. De cocina sin cebolla para que no le pique más.
This step. So instead of going up as the follower, our goes to the side. Yeah? 1, 2, 3, 4. Triangle, do, da. Transfer the weight. Cha, 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 cha. Transfer the weight. Do, da. Ha. So this that we were doing, same, hip, yes? But this is an option. Why I thought Angelica is doing or with the hip or without the hip? Depending what we are hearing. If it's the derecho part of the song, the music energy is low, maybe we are enjoying more our dance and more soft. And if it's the mahao, we can go cha, cha, and go, yeah? So depending which one is the energy of the song, we're going to add one thing or the other. One, two, three, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. To do 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7 and 8. Yeah? One is step, 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 and the other one is patin. We are using the patin. Patin. So we slide. Slide. Okay? This is difficult. I need to raise my heel. Okay? And now
드시고
I'm going to slide
밀어.
and come back. Slide and
이렇게
come
조그맣게
back.
연습하시래요.
Slide and come back. That's important. Don't leave the weight here. The weight is back. Back, 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 back all the time. Heel to the floor. But before I put in my heel on the floor, I come back. So I don't do, no. I always leave at small distance with the floor without stepping completely. It's just a hesitation. I just hesitate, yeah?
살짝 그 머뭇거리는 정도로 뒤꿈치를 들고 있으래요. 오케이?
My intention is to transfer the weight, but never happen completely. So it's just like a pamper when you pump a trash, yeah?
이 발을 들었다가 내려놓잖아요. 그럼 완전히 이렇게 내려놓고 가는 게 아니라 들고 내려놓는 것만큼 가고 이렇게 내려놓는 척하고 가고 다시 들고 내려놓는 느낌으로 가고 다시 들고 내려놓는 느낌으로 가는 거야. 뭔 말인지 알겠죠? 그러니까 이렇게 내려놓으면 못 가. 내려놓으면 못 가. 그러니까 난 내려놓는 게 아니라 들고 있다가 이 발을 밀어. 이 발을 밀어내. 약간 이렇게. 오케이? 그 다음에 다시. 근데 그게 조그맣게 연습을 하시면 계속 이렇게 조금씩. 오케이? 네. 안 되면 연습하면 되지. 괜찮아. 어떻게 지금 바로 되겠어? 안 되는 건 안 되는 거야, 그지? 우리가 알았잖아. 연습 많이 하게 조그맣게 지금처럼 뒤꿈치 들고 내려놓고 아주 안 내려놓고 이동. 내려놓고 아주 안 내려놓고 이동. 오케이? 연습하기. 네.
3 and 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. 1, 2, 3. Connection with the ball of your foot and slightly diagonal back. 5, 6, tap, 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 tap. 8.
와우.
We're doing 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Clap. Kurukutukuta. Now, merengue. Where I step, my hip goes to the opposite. Step, 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 step. And the energy is floor, 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 floor. If you have pain on your hips tomorrow, it's normal.
여기 엉덩이가 아플 정도로 하시래요. 내일 여기 아파온 게 당연한 거래. 아플 정도로 밀고 내려놓으면 아니 엉덩이 드는 게 아니고 반대 있다가 내려놓고 옮겨. 여러분들아 같이 가면 백도몸이잖아. 같이 가셔. 발을 내려놓을 때 엉덩이가 이쪽에 있고 내려놓으면서 일로 이동. 내려놓으면서 이동. 같이 가면 백도몸이야. 이거 안 돼. 오케이?
1, 2, cha-cha-cha. 5, 6, cha-cha-cha. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 7 and 8. Boom.